about this place. I've never come here, and so it gave me an opportunity to do a video. I don't know if you see the videos I make about.
Actually, one of your videos made me want to go check out. I think you did one on the Sabatinos or burgers.
Oh yeah.
So I went. I saw that video and I'm like, I'm gonna go check out their burgers. So yeah, I did. So that there's 4 points in coffee. The first is genetics. Loja has the genetics. I mean, I don't know if you've heard when you were young, Folgers mountain grown, or whatever, mountain grown.
Yeah.
And who cares if it's mountain grown or not? Well, it has to play with the genetics. Yeah. Loja is mountain grown coffee. I mean, it has that altitude that's needed to produce a good cup of coffee. However, with any agricultural product, if it's not treated properly in the second phase, which is the post-harvest process, then you lose that quality. So a lot of times, it's genetically is great coffee. A lot of times the producers will strip the plant, and so you get immature beans, coffee beans, with mature coffee beans. So the mature ones are obviously the riper it is, the sweeter it is. So that sweetness is what we look for. But with the immature beans, which are called quackers because they literally taste like oatmeal quacker, the brand, that lowers the quality of the coffee. So that's at one point, which they strip it. And why they do that? Because every time it rains, there's a flower, and that flower, when it finishes blooming, falls off, a bean comes out. So obviously, it doesn't rain one time in the year, it rains consistently. So in the same plant, there's going to be ripe beans, unripe beans, like flowers maybe even. So it's to save money that they'd strip the beans.
Hand picking would take a long time.
They would have to go around the crop they have to go each plant 5 or 6 times. So it could be a labor issue, and if they're not getting the money to make that worthwhile, then they're just going to strip the beans. They're going to strip the plant. Sorry. Also, a lot of times that when it's cherry that we drink. Well, we drink the seed, but it's a cherry. So the way they dry it, they throw it on the floor. And even though it's not heavy traffic like here in Cuenca, it could be on the street and there could have been a car there with oil leakage there. At the very least, it's earth, it's fruit, so ants are attracted to it and other little bugs are attracted to it. So, and if they don't move it properly, it can ferment because it's fruit. So that post-harvest process is where most of the coffee here in Lojano or any coffees, they lose their quality. And that's why it's very hit or miss. Like you may have had a coffee from Loja that's awesome one time, and then you have coffee from Loja that sucks. Like it's just like, wow, this is like bitter, it tastes fermenty, it's just like, I can't even drink it, and everything in between. And then there's also the roasting and the way you extract it. But sticking to the 2 phases that we're talking about, the coffee we used is export quality. What does that mean? They depulp the cherry, so we eliminate that risk factor of it fermenting, contaminating because the fruit attracts so much mold or insects. We eliminate that factor by depulping the cherry. And it's dried 1 meter above the ground, so it's not contaminated. This is double the cost of what it takes to do what is usually done. So our coffee is not the cheapest. It's not the most expensive. We realize we're in Cuenca, but it is export quality. We have some coffee right now on a boat heading to San Francisco. Coffee's not sold yet, but we're sending samples, and one potential client is coming down in 2 weeks to check out the farms because he liked the coffee. So, but that coffee is mainly for roasters. People say there's a lot of expats here, but in reality, the majority of expats come in around 3 months, 4 months, and they're escaping winter in Canada and northern USA,
right,
and they return. So, I don't know how. I haven't done any studies, but I don't think the permanent expat community is really that big. Yes. I had a lot of fun in Rochester. I love the diversity there. The whole It was a little bit of everything. You know, obviously a lot of Italian.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Caribbean,
Everything.
large African American population. A lot of Dominicans.
A lot of deaf people.
A lot of deaf.
Is it a school of the deaf there?
Well, Frederick Douglass. Well, he ended his last years over there, right?
Right.
Susan B. Anthony.
Yeah.
So there's a large tradition of tolerance over there.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. Yeah, it was fun. It's
It's
cold
very-
in the winters.
Oh,
Me and my friend, she's a local. We were staying in the library. We had to study, so we pulled an all-nighter. It wasn't all night, but it was pretty late at night, right? And we had the snowstorm came, and so then we waited that out. I go down to my car, go drop her off at her house, and like I was so proud because I had just bought a scraper thing, right? And the whole thing, right? So I figured, you know, all I'm gonna do is put the defrost on the car and go out there and just like with the soft side.
Well, first you have to get the door open.
Well, it wasn't that bad, but so I put the defrost and I put the soft side, and I was just like, and I'm literally double her size. She's pretty petite, and I'm just, you know, trying to just doing it with tickling it pretty much. She's just laughing in the car. She's just the shotgun seat,
Give
right?
me that.
She comes up there and she just like, I'm like, wait, will you my window shield? She just knocked it all out in like a minute. But this is from Quilanga.
Oh, that was really good. It's good. Yeah, you were right.
Here's your story, let's begin. The water's fine, come on, dive in. The future's here, it's right before your eyes. Step by step, you're on your way. Welcome to a brighter day. Don't you know it feels good to be alive?